Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another family cast video. Today we have the Jensen family, which I'm so excited to share with you guys because they have such a cool backstory and I did a lot of work and effort into creating them a really cool story. So I kind of wanted to make a kind of spooky style Sims with a bit of a twist. So these guys are a family that lived in Forgotten Hollow back in the Victorian ages. So this was a time where vampires weren't really known to live in Forgotten Hollow, mainly because, well, they were just really well hidden. So they lived there, but nobody really knew about them. So before then, a lot of rich families used to live in Forgotten Hollow with big houses, big mansions, and they would throw a lot of parties. So the Jensen family would, well, Carter Jensen, this guy here, he is a little bit of a criminal mastermind, and his wife, Corinne, would make up these crazy schemes to basically con their friends out of money. So this is Carter Jensen, and he's very ballsy and he's very hot-headed and he just loves money and materialistic things. He is a criminal at heart, and yeah, he is often seen as a family man, but not as all as it seems. So Corinne is basically his wife and his muse, and together they sort of have this Bonnie and Clyde relationship where they feed off each other's sort of like anger and issues, but their love for each other is so strong that it keeps them together. So these guys, they basically go around the bloody town robbing everyone's money and just being goddamn awful criminals. And Corinne is very much a flirtatious, promiscuous lady who is not afraid to sort of jiggle the boat a little bit and get whatever she needs for her family and for Carter. So she will do pretty much anything, and Carter often will put her as a pawn in a game. As in, like, you know, like a chess pawn piece. That's what I mean. And yeah, so she will often do things that she shouldn't really be doing, all for the greater good of her family. So I love these two. I think they're so cute together. They're very much like ride till we die kind of couple, but they are not perfect and they are definitely have their issues, and yeah, they don't look after their son very well or their house. So their house, which I built yesterday, you can take a look at that, and yeah, they don't look after it very well. Its furnishings are just absolutely terrible and awful because they spent all their money on things that they shouldn't really be spending it on, such as jewels and fantastic luxurious gowns and things for this little lady. So yeah, I wanted her to have sort of like a Victorian-y vibe about her. I didn't want her to be blonde. I tried it a little bit, but I preferred her being brunette. And yeah, she's very romantic and she obviously loves money, and she's very outgoing because she talks to a lot of people, and she's very charismatic and she gets what she wants. So her and Carter make like the best sort of double duo. I mean, they're not the best because they obviously have their flaws, but in terms of being a couple and lifelong soulmates, they are almost destined to be together just because they are so insane. So they have a little son, and their son is like the most miserable little boy ever. I thought it'd be so much fun to create a little bit more of a dysfunctional family. Like, if your parents were criminals, I'm pretty sure that you'd be pretty sad about it, especially, you know, if they get a reputation for themselves in the long run, or they get figured out that they are actually con men, which, you know, doesn't do well for a guy's social life. So I can see a lot of things in the future with this little guy. Like, he is very sad and, you know, he's a bit of a moody child, and I put that in one of his traits, that he's very, very gloomy and sad. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up in the future and what he will do with his life, and whether or not he will follow in the footsteps of his parents. So I made him very kind of like grungy, but then his formal wear and stuff, I can imagine his parents would want him to dress up for these glamorous parties that they go to. So this is Thomas and obviously Corinne. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll leave you with some screenshots. Bye guys!